I am very comfortable with, because obviously he's my husband and we both know each other. So that definitely helped us together when we were acting.
She's lying. She's lying on national, international network. It is in fact very uncomfortable to shoot with your spouse. Touch wood be because of this project. हम दिन में वैसे जितना झगड़ते हैं उससे कम झगड़ रहे हैं.
Sure. Thank you so much.
The moment your bank balance is coming to an end, you have to get out and work. So that stress has been playing on a lot of people's minds. Lage raho Munna bhai.
Hello guys, this is Kajal Gupta yet again, and today I have with me the star couple Rohit Roy and Mansi Roy, who have something very exciting in store for us. So let's get talking to them. Hi guys, welcome to India Forum.
Hi Kajal, how are you?
I'm good. So firstly, congratulations on Locked in Love. For everybody who does not know, for our viewers, Rohit and Mansi have come up with a show which is completely shot during the lockdown. It's called Locked in Love, and it consists of 5 short films, and it has recently released. The reviews are very good so far. So what is the response that you have been getting?
Well, firstly, thank you for having us. Responses have been very, very good. Honestly, when you do something like this, there's always constraints, and you don't really know how good or bad your work has been. We definitely didn't want it to look like things that we've shot under lockdown. We wanted the quality to be good. We wanted everything to be top notch. And the reactions we've got after the day one have been very, very heartening. So fingers crossed, we are hoping that when more people see it, we get similar reactions.
Yeah. You guys have been married for like more than 25 years, but this is the first time you both are sharing the frame. So if you two had to describe each other as co-stars, then what would that be?
Well, I'll let you take the first shot at it.
So yeah, we married for 21 years. And as co-stars, I would rate him as somebody I am very comfortable with, because obviously he's my husband and we both know each other. So that definitely helped us together when we were acting.
She's lying. She's lying on national, international network. It is in fact very uncomfortable to shoot with your spouse. I'll tell you why, because you tend to take each other for granted, and what comfort she's talking about is that you know that you can get away with it. So no, it's very good to work with each other because I know her strengths, and I guess she knows my weaknesses. Let's put it that way. So for me, if I may answer my bit of it now, it was very good that I worked with Mansi. She's the bona fide actor in the family. And when you see the films, you'll realize that she's very, very different and very, very good in all the 5 films. While I remain more or less similar. I'm different, but when you see her performance, it's and she used to tell me before every single film that Rohit, please don't do the same thing that you did last. So had I not had that kind of support or dart ka danda, I might have been just the same in all the films.
Yeah.
Let me add, Rohit's done an equally great job. For myself. So I think what we really want to get across to everybody is that 2 people, husband and wife, have managed with whatever all the resources at hand during the lockdown to create different characters in each movie. So there are 5 films and 10 characters because each of us plays a different character in the film. So we've really tried hard to create that feeling of, you feeling you're seeing different people though they're the same actors. And I hope people like that. That is really the crux.
Yeah, I think that's lovely. But also, we know that it's shot during the lockdown. So what was that like? How were the camera angles, the styling, the makeup? What was that? How was that taken care of?
I think having been actors for a better part of 2 decades, 25 years in fact, we know the basic requirements of makeup and etc., costumes. In fact, when I'm shooting for my television shows or my films, I work very, very hard on my costumes and my look. So for me, that was something that was very easy. As far as makeup, etc. is concerned, Mansi had a little help from her daughter Kiara. She was the little makeup girl on the sets. So I don't use makeup, whether for films or television or anything. I'd never used makeup. So what was really interesting is that in spite of the constraints and the restrictions and not being able to go out, we I think have managed to create a different atmosphere for every film in terms of look.
So see, we had technically one location, but we managed to make it look different each time.
Yeah.
And yes, clothes, hair, makeup, we had to, do everything ourselves. But it was a challenge and it was fun. And even me, like I, normally do my makeup on my own, so that was not a big problem. So we managed.
Yeah. Yeah, so like kudos to you for actually pulling this off, and we wait for the audience to watch it. But like we know, the lockdown has been such a long period because it's been quite a few months. So, what has been your personal takeaway from this lockdown?
My personal takeaway is that you have to keep yourself at it. Like I use my favorite line, "Lage raho munna bhai." It's very important for us to keep ourselves occupied mentally and physically. And I think we were talking about it yesterday that you heard so many stories about the lockdown, during the lockdown, things which are happening to individuals, to relationships, to couples, to families. And touch wood, because of this project, हम दिन में वैसे जितना झगड़ते हैं उससे कम झगड़ रहे थे, तो ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस नहीं था क्योंकि हम लोग काम कर रहे थे, फोकस था. आई थिंक लॉकडाउन में हमने काफ़ी चीज़ें डिस्कवर की एक दूसरे के बारे में, जैसे कि आई ऑलवेज न्यू शी इज अ गुड एक्ट्रेस, शी इज अ ग्रेट एक्ट्रेस, बट what I didn't know is that when I saw it actually, and I say this again and again, and you probably feel that I'm just saying it because I'm in front of camera, but that's not true. Every time I saw her transform from one character to the other in a question of 2 days, not only costume, just the way everything flew. I have never seen that in front of my eyes. We were doing a film where she's playing a middle class, housewife. It's not just that she was wearing a sari and a bindi and her hair differently, but just the way she spoke, just the intonations in her voice. Then she was playing an upmarket, probably South Bombay. I hope nobody takes offense. So, they have a different kind of dialect. The way, the clothes she wore, the twirls that she did in the first film, they were very, very different. So for a husband to see that unfold in front of his eyes was for me the revelation. So not saying that she wasn't...
Thank you so much. That truly is a great
It's your
compliment.
turn.
He's not even told me this while we were shooting. So yeah, like he said, while we were shooting, actually there's so much to do, and because you're doing at home, working within certain time frames and trying to do everything. So yeah, we were probably I was getting yelled at more at that time.
Same here.
Yeah. But Mansi, what did you discover about Rohit?
So yeah, the one thing I have always known about Rohit is that I have kept telling him this. I think he's a terrific director. As you all know, he's made Rice Plate, which was part of Das Kahaniyan, with two stalwarts of our industry, Shabana Ji and Nasiruddin Shah. So to be able to direct those two giants in your first film, and then to have them appreciate what you've done and have people love the film, I think I've been after him to please direct. So when he said that during the lockdown, it just started as a very chalo, let's shoot one film. We didn't know that we'd do 5 films, it would become a series. We really had no idea. And when he said that, I was very excited because I really want to see Rohit more as a director, and seeing him, the dedication and the passion with which he works, because it's not easy. We were doing it at home, the editor is in his house, the music is in his house, the writer is in her house. We are all kind of getting together on the phone, and Rohit would wake up in the middle of the night and suddenly make notes to send the editor, or he'd be calling, and leaving voice notes or talking. So I could see the amount of hard work he was putting in. And so for us, this was like shooting a film anywhere. The only thing was we were shooting in one location, our home, because we were on lockdown.
Yeah. And I think the outcome is amazing. We all are witnessing it. So as we continue to talk, and we've spoken about the lockdown has been very heavy on our mental health, on everybody's mental health. And recently we're hearing stories about actors. Recently, Sameet Sharma, we lost him. So what's been your take on this? How do you as actors deal with that pressure?
Not only actors, I think everybody's been dealing with a lot of pressure in the last 4-5 months. It's a very simple thing of life versus livelihood. We are the privileged few who can afford to stay at home and still not worry about the immediate future. But think about those lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of people, not only actors, who have been told to stay at home, but they have no livelihood. How are they then to survive? We don't live in a country, unfortunately, where there's a social security system. There are doles. None of that is happening in India for whatever reasons, of course. So imagine the kind of pressure they feel. It's easy to say, reach out to this and reach out to that. How much can you reach out even to your best friend? The moment your bank balance is coming to an end, you have to get out and work. So that stress has been playing on a lot of people's minds, actors included, and which is why all the stories that you heard in the recent past and all the occurrences that have happened, it boils from a feeling of insecurity really. और ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोग के साथ नहीं होता, हम लोग के साथ भी होता है, हर किसी के साथ हो रहा है कि भाई कल क्या होगा, and the future is so uncertain that it plays on our mind. But what we realize is that the only way to fight this is be positive and keep fighting it till such time that the gates open slightly and we can walk out and seek life back. Till then you have to hang on. There's nothing else to do.
There is no choice, because see, this kind of feeling, that overwhelming feeling is going to come to everybody.
Yeah.
And at different points in life, it comes to each and everyone. I don't think sometimes it's not even a matter of money. You can be really rich and still have those problems. So I think eventually what it boils down to is, like we say, mental health. That's why we call it mental health. That eventually it's how you cope with it. And I don't know, I feel, for me personally, the one thing I believe, because there have been times when I feel like, oh God, yeah, what is this? When is it going to end? What's happening?
Yeah.
We all get that thing. The only thing that you have to believe in is that this too shall pass. Nothing,
Very important.
Nothing stays forever. Nothing. So neither happiness nor sorrow is going to stay forever. So you got to believe that change is constant. So ये भी बच जाएगा.
Also, Kajal, I'd like to add here that it's very easy for people like me and Mansi probably to sit here and say this, but you must appreciate the fact that people who have already been going through some sort of mental anxiety or trauma, or who suffered from anything which has got to do with mental health, they find it much more difficult to cope with this time. So we should be aware of that, aware of what our friends are going through at all times.
Right. Okay, that's been so much fun, you guys. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining,
Kajal.
and congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very
Rohit.
much. Lots of love.
Thank
Take care.
Hey guys, check out our revamped website at www.indiaforums.com to get your daily dose of entertainment.